Sir, as far as the second question is concerned, let me tell the honourable member, the governments are a continuing identity even if political parties in power do change. With regard to the CST, even though the commitments arose when the previous government was in power, when the states discussed with us, we undertook to discharge that liability. In the last 2 years, 1/3 and 1/3, that is 2/3 of the liability has been discharged. This year, the balance 1/3 is being discharged, the first installment of which has already been paid for the current year as far as the states are concerned. And I'm sure during the course of this year, the second installment would also be paid and the CST balance as far as the states is concerned would be discharged. Now, as far as the devolution is concerned, if one looks at the accurate data, the entire structure after the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission had changed. Thereafter, the Niti Aayog had appointed a committee of chief ministers itself. That committee decided which are the schemes which would now be financed by the states, which are the schemes, centrally sponsored schemes, which would be entirely financed by the centre, and some of the schemes would be financed in the ratio of 60-40, 60 by the centre and 40 by the states. We have accepted that recommendation of the Chief Minister's Committee. Now, if you take the amount with regard to any of the particular heads, it may have gone down under certain head. But when 32 becomes 42, it increases. So what you are eventually to see is what is the overall position in the, let's say, compare the years 14-15 with the years 15-16, when the 13th Finance Commission was there and the 14th Finance Commission is there. The net difference between the 2 years itself is significant.
So I seek your protection, sir. I asked a very specific question on the BRGF, and the Honourable Finance Minister is so good with words, but I want a simple, sir, 6,000 owed to my state, 6,000 crores,
well, as far as one specific head of your state or any other state is concerned, if you have a specific question, I'll get back to you with the figures itself.
Thank you.
Please bear in mind that after the 14th Finance Commission, even though some of the schemes may have gone into sharing, the net being received by states is something close to 1,88,000 crores compared to what they received in the 13th Finance Commission.
Thank you. Question 96.
Yeah.
Let the answer be given.
Sir, question number 96, A to C, the statement is laid on the table of the House.
Thank you, sir. Sir, it is a good answer. It is heartening to note that the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways had constituted a multidisciplinary committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Shakti Kumar Gupta, who was then the head of the administration and medical superintendent of AIIMS, to formulate National Ambulance Code, along with detailed specifications for various types of ambulances in the country. May I know from the Honourable Minister the detailed specifications for various types of ambulances? Further, the implementing authority should be strict while giving the licenses to the ambulances. In fact, they should conform to the stipulated facilities in the ambulance. Only then the MORTH should give licenses to the operating ambulances. If so, what steps have been taken, or what steps are being taken by the government to implement the code? This is my first supplementary, sir.
Sir, first of all, this question belongs to Ministry of Road and Transport and Highways.
Then why did you take it?
Because the question came of AIIMS, so it was given to us. The National Ambulance Code, which is comes under the automotive industry standards, is dealt by the Ministry of Road and Transport and Highways. But yes, a committee was set up under the chairmanship of Shakti Gupta, who was the then medical superintendent of All India Institute of Medical Sciences. 6 deliberations have taken place here. And in those deliberations, we have gone through the details of the specifications of the ambulances. We have taken into consultation all the stakeholders and also the companies who are running the ambulances in the states, and we are trying to see to it that those specifications are mentioned accordingly. Sir, the final notification, the draft gazette notification was issued on 23rd March, and it will be implemented on 1st April 2017. The notification, final notification, is with the Honourable Minister, and it is going to be signed very soon.
Second question.
Yeah, Honorable Minister has rightly said that Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has issued a notification on 23rd of March 2016 seeking comments regarding the implementation of National Ambulance Code. Sir, I want to know from the Honorable Minister, is it the clarification or the comments are invited from the state governments? And if so, how many state governments have responded to the government's comments on that?
Sir, we have consulted all the stakeholders, and as I said that even the companies or the concerns which are running ambulances in large numbers in various states, and their deliberations have taken place. I don't have the exact number how many states were consulted, but all the stakeholders have been taken into consideration.
Shrimati Kanimozhi.
Most of the ambulances available around the country are, they've been called as white vans with just a stretcher in them. So what is the government doing to actually bring in more ambulances with specialized ambulance with an advanced life support system, and especially this will be of a great help in for accident victims and cardiac patients and other life-threatening issues.
Thank you.
Aware of it, and we have got a very strict specifications as far as the ambulances are concerned. We have got two types of categories, the ALS and the BLS, the advanced life support system and the basic life support system. Approximately 8,083 ambulances are running in the country with ALS and BLS facilities, and at the same time some 6,325 are impaneled vehicles which run with these specifications. So we are very strict on those specifications, and the technical specifications and medical equipments and ambulances have been furnished, and we see to it that those equipments are available in the ambulance. There are some 24 equipments which are needed in BLS, basic life supporting system, and some 5 are additional equipments which are there for advanced life supporting system.
Thank you. Shri Rajiv Gowda.
The Minister was talking about conflict between two different ministries and whose responsibility it was. If you actually, following up on Kanimozhi's point, when you think about these ambulances, not just as ambulances, but as during their spare time as vehicles that can provide healthcare services to rural areas and remote areas, etc., why not think through? This was something that Raj Narayan had started as health minister in the 70s, about using vehicles to provide adequate healthcare and emergency services, sort of upgrading this whole system in such a manner that we can actually serve much larger populations, both in terms of times of emergency as well as during routine periods as well.
Thank you.
First of all, there is no conflict between the two ministries. I only said that this question and the ambulance service code comes under the Ministry of Road and Transport, Road, Highways and Transport, and the technical aspects are taken care by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So there is no conflict, and I am giving the answer accordingly. As far as the ambulances are concerned, we have gone in a long way, and if you notice that some 8,083 ambulances are there, which comes under the 108 number, and that is for the emergency response for any trauma taking place or accidents taking place. The same way we have got some 8,553 ambulances which are called on the number of 102. This is for the mother and child welfare in the program, in the sense for people carrying the pregnant mothers, and for deliveries and other facilities. So we have large number of ambulances, and we are trying to see to it that when the states demand for it, as much as they demand, we are going to give it.
Thank you.
It comes under the
Shri Prabhakar Kore.
My question is about air ambulance. In this country, hardly 1 or 2 air ambulance that belongs to private sector, sir. And the urban area like Bangalore or Calcutta or Mumbai, to reach hospital, a patient is very difficult, or lift from one place to wherever hospital facilities are not available. Any government planning to have a air ambulance in every state capital, which is going to be life-saving facility.
Thank you.
Sir, at the moment there is no such proposal, and as I said that we decide on the issues as the proposals comes from the state. So if any proposal comes, we will think about it.
Thank you. Question 97.
Question number 97.
Reply laid on the table of the House.
Supplementary, please.
सर मैंने जो जवाब पढ़ा है उसको उसमें लगता है कि जो मैंने पूछा था उसका इन्होंने जवाब नहीं दिया है, केवल ये कहा है कि हम कोई ऐसे कदम नहीं। एक तो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ मंत्री जी से कि क्या हमने सिक्योरिटी के पैमाने रखे हैं और किस तरह से हम सिक्योरिटी कर रहे हैं, ये बताने की कृपा करें, क्योंकि इन्होंने कहा एंश्योर अवर मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी, तो वो क्या पैमाना है और क्या उसके लिए किया जा रहा है, क्योंकि हम चारों तरफ से जो है हमारा समुंदर का जो किनारा है बहुत बड़ा है, और मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ मंत्री जी से।
The question is on joint patrol. The state. So I know. But the question is basically on joint patrol, and we have specifically clarified that we take care of our maritime security and do not go into the joint patrol part of it because
Correct.
we don't agree with joint patrol. हमारे ships, our boat, our ships, submarines, they do conduct extensive exercise in the Indian Ocean region. They visit other countries. We conduct joint exercises. We conduct CORPAT, which is a cooperated patrolling with the maritime border states, and all these aspects are carried out. But joint patrol is not part of the aspect of any maritime security. To strengthen coastal and offshore security, we have undertaken various measures, setting up of joint operation centers at Mumbai, Kochi, Vishakhapatnam, Port Blair, setting up of a specialized force, the Sagar Prairie Bird, comprising of 1,000 personnel and 80 fast interceptor craft, induction of 23 immediate support vessels for offshore security, and establishment of National Command Control Communication Intelligence Network, interlinking 51 nodes of the Indian Navy and ICG. There are more also coming.
Thank you. Second question.
मेरा सेकंड क्वेश्चन है कि मैंने साउथ चाइना, क्योंकि चाइना ने जो हेग का जो जजमेंट आई है आर्बिट्रेशन, उसको मानने से इनकार कर दिया है, तो क्या हमारे उसका कोई इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, कोई इफेक्ट पड़ेगा, उसके लिए हमारी गवर्नमेंट जो है वो क्या करने जा रही है?
साउथ चाइना में हमारा इतना ही कहना है कि एनी कंट्री शुड रिस्पेक्ट द इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट और क्लॉज whichever decision they have given, and freedom of navigation cannot be compromised.
Thank you. Shri Muthukrapal.
Honorable Chairman, sir, I would like to ask one important question. The last 22nd morning, 8:30, one Indian Air Force aircraft took off from Chennai nearby Tambaram. The 29 personnels were in the aircraft. Now, what is the status?
That's not, it doesn't relate to this question.
Because the ministry is available. The minister visited the spot. I have seen in the newspapers. Then only what is the position?
I can
Well, if you wish to inform the honourable member,
since
please
it is
do.
a small part of the maritime
Yes, yes,
security,
it's an unfortunate happening. but-
unfortunate incident has
Yes.
taken place, but we have put in all the resources. As of now, there is no confirmed finding, but wherever there is a small leads, there were 4-5 sort of blinks which were noticed. We are trying to find out whether they are misleading or whether they have some meaning. But no resources has been left. We have used satellite imagery, we have used surveillance, we have used P8I extensively, we have used almost about 30 ships, including the Coast Guard, Indian Navy and merchant ship. Submarine is already in the area. So everything is being tried. Not only that, we are getting
if we manage to locate, we are getting a deep rescue vessel also which can...
No, no, please. No, no, this is not on the question.
The reason they say is that technical lapse.
No, no, please.
The reason for a same accident.
No, no, please.
I will not like
That's a separate discussion.
I will not like to comment
That's a separate
on the reason,
discussion.
but I can tell you very much, Speaker sir, I can say very clearly to the honourable member and everyone that this is one of the safest aircraft the Indian Air
Thank
Force
you. Yeah.
flies. And there has been only 2 reported accidents in the last 10 years. What you are talking of are small, minor
Yes.
issues which crop up every time you fly, and they are rectified. Snacks as they are called.
Shri
They are not the reason.
Bhattacharya, if very quickly if you can. Oh, you are a long way from your place.
There is the Coastal Guard, it is the Defence Ministry, they have the separate arrangement. But the MHA also the same arrangement for the Coastal Guard. Are you working jointly, the Army and the Coastal Guard controlled by the MHA, are you functioning jointly or what is your system?
Thank you.
And so the Coast Guard is under Ministry of Defence, and we have coordination with Coast Guard and Navy keeps coordinated efforts in the maritime security. It's not under MHA. What you may be referring is maritime police. What
Thank
they
you.
are thinking of raising.
Question hour over. House adjourned till 2 p.m.